Hey guys, Josh from Stillverse. In this video I'm going to talk about my Hobbit box set and my Lord of the Rings box set, just because I think they look pretty cool. I just wanted to show you guys, let you know my thoughts about the films. Yeah, I've read the books. I read Hobbit quite a few years ago, and then I read Lord of the Rings. I'll show you Lord of the Rings book at the end of this video. It is literally like that big. It's quite chunky. It's writing's really small, and yeah, really good book. Lots of detail. It is. I mean, I'm not a big reader anymore. It was a hard read when I was reading it as a teenager. I might try listen to it on Audible again at some point, but really good. But the films stick in my mind more because I watched the Lord of the Rings films first. Could not believe the scale of the films. It was just something I hadn't seen before. It was just absolutely crazy how big that world feels of Middle Earth. I had the Lord of the Rings films on DVD, and then I found a Fellowship of the Ring extended DVD, so I used to watch that quite a bit. And then eventually I managed to find a nice big extended Lord of the Rings Blu-ray box set, which I'll show you in a minute. And then Hobbit came out, and look, I know a lot of people don't like those films, and that's fine. A lot of people won't watch them, but I didn't mind them. I did enjoy them at the time. They didn't need to make three. It was absolutely ridiculous that they made three out of a small book. They could have made one, or they could have made two at a very push, but three was ridiculous. They just made three for the money. The things they added just wasn't even worth it. And obviously with Hobbit, they went back to they used more CGI than what they did with Lord of the Rings. But the Hobbit extended version I enjoy a lot more, which is weird because obviously it's extended and it's longer. But there are a few scenes in there which I really do enjoy. But yeah, I mean, if you didn't know the book was small, maybe you might enjoy Hobbit a bit more. But because you do know the book is small, you wonder why. But yeah, the extended just add these few little scenes in there. And it doesn't extend it, I don't feel, as much as it does the Lord of the Rings. Obviously, it does make it a little bit longer. But the bits they added, the little character moments, I quite enjoy. It still doesn't transform it for me. But if I'm doing a Lord of the Rings watch through, I will start with The Hobbit. And I did that once. So my son, who's got a lot of medical complexities, he was in hospital for a few weeks. I had slipped a disc in my back for the second time, so I had to go home. I had to just rest it up, and there was just this moment. So I had like 2 days where I was on the sofa, and I just thought, well, I'm not gonna get this chance to watch a massive epic like Hobbit and Lord of the Rings in one sitting. So let's go. So I put in Hobbit, Unexpected Journey, and I ended with Return of the King. And it was like, I can't even think how, that would have probably been like 22, 23, maybe 24 hours of back to back, sleep in between obviously, and watch. And it was a credible experience. You do tell the difference between CGI and obviously using more practical, but the fact the stories do blend in quite well together. So yeah, so that was like 6 years ago. I haven't watched the films since then. I will watch them again soon, but I remember them very, very well. So I'm actually going to start with the Lord of the Rings one first. So this is the first one that I got. So this is the Lord of the Rings extended. So yeah, I really like the gold on this case. The back, now the spine has got a scratch over the Fellowship bit, which I may end up making my own little sticker to go over the top of that section, but it doesn't bother me massively. But yeah, it sits on my shelf like that. It is a nice thick gold box set. So if you open it up like this, you get the map, and then so this folds on like that, so you get, the map there. You've got the nice characters there with the shine. And then you've got three box sets inside. So yeah, so let's have a look. So you've got Fellowship. Now inside here is 5 discs. So you've got, no, 6 discs. You've got 2 which are the film. So it stops to halfway through and you have to change the disc. And then you've got disc 3, which is from book to vision. Disc 4, which is from vision to reality. Disc 5, behind the scenes of the Fellowship of the Ring. So, and the running time is 228 minutes of this. So yeah, it's an epic. I even like, I'll show you quickly, the disc artwork as well. And then yeah, it's the same with, you've got Two Towers, it's the same, 235 minutes. And then you've got Return of the King, which is 263 minutes. So yeah, it's an epic. I love the case. I love the artwork. I don't feel like you get it anymore. If you do, you have to pay an arm and a leg for. But I remember I did not pay loads of money for these, but they are pretty old now. So yeah, and then it just folds around, boom, and yeah, really, I just love this box set. It's one of my favourite box sets that I own. And then yeah, we moved to the Hobbit. So I actually managed to find the same style as Lord of the Rings, but for the Hobbit. Now this one includes 3D discs. I've never owned a 3D Blu-ray player. I might do in the future, I don't know. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. So it's the same style, same layout. And then it's exactly the same kind of spine, which again is rare. You don't really get that anymore unless you do custom ones from me. Now this one's actually a magnet, so which I think is pretty cool. And it's the same. So you open it up and you've got a picture there and you've got a map there, which is just amazing. It's like I said, it's rare that you get continuation of artwork. So we get the discs out, cases out. So we have got Unexpected Journey, which is my favourite of the 3. So this one again has 5 discs, or more actually. I can't remember. So this one's got 1 and 2, and then it's got 1 and 2 has got 1 and 2 3D, and then it's got Blu-ray with the extended edition, and it's got 4, which is the Chronicles of the Hobbit, and then it's got Return to Middle-earth. And yeah, so I don't know what the running time of the theatrical was. I can't even find the running time of it. 182 minutes. So yeah, a bit longer than the theatrical. And then we've got Desolation of Smaug, which was really good. I did like the ending of it. It's just, again, they could have wrapped up there and then. And this one's 186 minutes. And then Battle of Five Armies, which was just so overblown. Such a big CGI fight. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Yeah, they could have ended it so much better than what they did. But yeah, this one's 164 minutes. It's still not as long as Lord of the Rings, but it doesn't need to be, really. So yeah, really cool. And then the spines are a bit more bland for this one. But I love the box that they go in. And I love that, like I said, I love that they match. My favourite Lord of the Rings film, I mean, it's tricky. I would have to say Fellowship, just because I love the characters all meeting for the first time, and you've got Boromir as well, and there's more Bilbo. I quite like Bilbo. I like the fact that he's in it a lot more. But they're all good. Lord of the Rings is just brilliant. So they sit on my shelf like that. And yeah, I love it. I just love the artwork. They are chunky, they take up so much space, but they just feel extra special, which is just really cool. And yeah, so that is my box sets. What am I going to do when they bring out Hunt for Gollum and they're planning on more Lord of the Rings films? I don't know, because I might have to get custom made ones. I'm not even sure. I'll just try and make them myself. Am I looking forward to Hunt of Gollum? There's like a teeny tiny bit of me that is looking forward to seeing McKellen back as Gandalf and a few of the other characters, just because we're not going to get much Ian McKellen. You know, he's late 80s now. The fact he's being Magneto again in Doomsday is pretty cool, and I just look forward to it for that. I loved growing up with Ian McKellen films. But yeah, seeing him return as Gandalf, I think will be cool. It's a story that doesn't need to be made. Will I watch it? I will, just out of pure interest. But But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just have to have it. I might just create a spine for it that goes next to these with the strip around it like this, and just have it next to it. I think maybe if I enjoy the film as much to buy it, which I'm hoping I will. The Lord of the Rings series, I watched the first one, did not get along with it at all. Again, I think the beauty about Lord of the Rings was that it was a lot of practical effects, and the series is just not. The series just feels like it really is milking the IP. And I haven't watched the latest animated film that they did. I saw that AJ, who does reviews, I saw him that he had the Steelbook, and he hadn't seen it yet. I am intrigued by it. I am intrigued by it, and I've heard mixed things about it. If it's good, I will maybe buy it. If you've seen it, let me know. Let me know what it's like. Is it worth me buying? Is it a good addition to the Lord of the Rings franchise? Is it good? Just let me know, and I will look into it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, those are my box sets. I love them. Extended all the way. If you're going to watch Lord of the Rings, watch the extended. It is incredible, the stuff that they cut out. It's incredible what is reinserted into those films. They're just so long now I don't get time to watch much of them anymore. If I do, I might have to watch them as a series. Yeah, and Hobbit, it's not brilliant. Not many people will like it. Not many people are going to watch it. Not many people own it. But like I said, I like that some of the characters are in it. I like a few of the story moments. I think Bilbo is great in it. Martin Freeman, I think he's really good as Bilbo. Ian McKellen's back in it. Yeah, and I do like the story of The Hobbit. It just didn't need to be 3 long films. But yeah, so those are my box sets. I hope you enjoy. I'll show you my book at the end as well. And yeah, please give me a subscribe. Do you want custom covers? Just drop me a message on my Stillverse page, which will be in the description below. Give me a like, and yeah, comment below if you like Lord of the Rings, if you like The Hobbit. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you. Bye.